Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Leo and Mia English podcast. I am Leo. This is the place where you learn real English, real conversations, real life.
And I am Mia. Hi, friends. It is so good to be here with you again. We are now in Series 1, and today is Episode 1. Very exciting.
Yes, and this series is called Daily Habits. For 10 episodes, we will talk about small habits that can change your life. Big words, I know, but we will keep it simple and fun.
That is right. And today's topic is morning routines. What do you do every morning? How do you start your day?
So, Mia, let me ask you first. What time did you wake up this morning?
I woke up at 6:15. I made a cup of green tea, opened the window, and just sat quietly for a few minutes. It was very peaceful.
6:15. Wow. That sounds beautiful, Mia. Very calm and peaceful. I woke up at 7:45 and immediately knocked my water bottle off the table.
Ha! Oh no! So your morning started with a small disaster.
A small wet disaster, yes. Water everywhere. Not a good start. But that is why we are talking about morning routines today. I need help.
You do need help, Leo. But don't worry, that is what we are here for. Okay, let's start with the first part of a morning routine. Wake up time.
Wake up time. Seems simple, right? You just wake up.
Ha, yes. But actually, it is not just about when you wake up. It is about waking up at the same time every day. Consistency. That is the key word.
What do you mean by consistency?
Okay, think about this. Imagine your body is like a clock. A clock needs a regular rhythm to work well. If you change the time every day, the clock gets confused. Your body is the same. If you wake up at 6 on Monday, then 9 on Tuesday, then 7 on Wednesday, your body does not know what to do. It feels tired and confused every morning.
Oh, so my body is a confused clock. That explains a lot, actually. I wake up at different times every day. Monday is early, weekend is very late.
Yes, that is very common, and it is called social jet lag. It is like flying to a different country every weekend and then flying back on Monday. Your body is always catching up.
Social jet lag. I did not know that was a real thing, but it makes total sense. So what is a good wake-up time? Should everyone wake up at 5 a.m.?
No, not at all. 5 a.m. is not magic. The best wake-up time is the one you can do every single day, even on weekends. If 6:30 works for you, great. If 7:30 works, that is fine too. The important thing is, same time every day.
Same time every day, even Saturday and Sunday?
Especially Saturday and Sunday. I know that sounds hard, but you can give yourself 30 minutes extra on weekends. That is okay. Just not 2 or 3 hours later.
Okay, that feels more possible. 30 minutes I can do. So the first lesson is pick a wake-up time and stick to it, like a clock.
Exactly. Now let's talk about what happens after you wake up. The first 30 minutes of your morning.
The first 30 minutes. For me, that is turn off alarm, look at my phone, feel bad about the news, then slowly get up.
Leo, Okay, so that is actually a very common mistake. Looking at your phone right after you wake up.
Why is it a mistake? I just want to check if anything happened.
I understand, but think about it this way. When you wake up, your brain is like a clean, quiet lake. Calm, still, clear. When you open your phone, it is like throwing 100 stones into that lake at the same time. Messages, news, social media, emails. Suddenly your brain is not calm anymore. It is busy reacting to other people's things, other people's problems, and you have not even had breakfast yet.
Oh, wow. A clean lake, and I throw 100 stones into it. That is a painful image, but very true.
Right? So what can you do instead? Something simple, something calm. Drink a glass of water. Stretch your body. Look out the window. Take 5 slow breaths. These things take only 5 minutes, but they help your brain wake up gently, not like throwing stones.
Wake up gently. I like that. What about you, Mia? What do you do in your first 30 minutes?
Well, I drink my green tea first. No phone, just me and the tea and the quiet. Then I do some light stretching for about 10 minutes. Nothing hard, just moving my body a little. After that, I write 3 things I want to do today in a small notebook. Just 3 things, not 20, just 3.
3 things. That sounds very manageable. I always make a list of 10 things and then feel bad when I only finish 4.
Ha! Yes, that is the problem with big lists. They feel heavy before you even start. 3 things is enough. If you finish 3, you feel good. If you finish more, you feel great.
Okay, no phone for the first 30 minutes. Drink water, stretch, write 3 things. What about you listening right now? What do you do in your first 30 minutes? Tell us in the comments.
Okay, last part of our morning routine topic, breakfast.
Ah, breakfast. The meal I always skip.
Leo, again!
I know, but I am not hungry in the morning. How can I eat when I am not hungry?
That is actually a really good question, and many people feel the same way. Here is the thing. Think of your body like a car. At night, the car is parked. The engine is off. No fuel is used. In the morning, you want to drive the car. But if there is no fuel, the car will not go far. It will slow down very quickly.
Okay, so my body is a car with no fuel in the morning, but I still feel okay. I can work without breakfast.
You feel okay for a little while, but your brain is working harder than it needs to. When you eat breakfast, your body gets energy. Your brain gets fuel. You can think faster and feel better. Without breakfast, your body is using its emergency fuel. It works, but it is not the best fuel. Like driving a car with almost no petrol. You can move, but not well.
Emergency fuel, I like that. So what should I eat? Do I need a big breakfast? Eggs, toast, juice, fruit, the whole thing?
No, you do not need a big breakfast. Something small is enough. A banana, a small bowl of yogurt, some bread with peanut butter, even just a handful of nuts. The goal is not a big meal. The goal is just to put something in your body, to say, "Good morning, body. Here is your fuel. Let's go."
Good morning, body. Here is your fuel. I love that. Okay, maybe I can do a banana. That is small enough. I can eat a banana.
Yes, a banana is perfect. It is fast, it is easy, and your body will thank you. Also, if you are not hungry in the morning, that is often because you ate too much too late at night. So try to eat your dinner a little earlier. Then in the morning, you will feel more ready to eat.
Oh, that is an interesting connection. Dinner time affects breakfast time. Everything is connected.
Exactly. Your morning starts the night before. Remember that.
Okay, time for one of my favorite parts. Word of the day. 3 useful words from today's episode. Let's go.
Word number 1, routine. A routine is something you do regularly, at the same time, in the same way. It is a habit, a pattern, something your body and mind expect.
For example, my morning routine starts with a glass of water. Then I stretch for 10 minutes. At least that is my plan from now on.
Word number 2, consistent. If you are consistent, you do the same thing every day. You do not skip, you do not change, you keep going.
For example, she is very consistent. She wakes up at 6:30 every morning, even on weekends. That is Mia, by the way.
Ha! Thank you, Leo. Word number 3, skip. To skip something means to not do it. You leave it out. You miss it on purpose or by accident.
For example, I used to skip breakfast every day, but now I know that is not a good idea, so I will try to stop skipping it, starting with a banana tomorrow morning.
Beautiful. So today we talked about 3 parts of a morning routine. First, wake up at the same time every day. Be consistent, like a clock. Second, protect your first 30 minutes. No phone. Be gentle with your brain. Third, eat something small for breakfast. Give your body its morning fuel.
Small habits, simple steps, big difference over time.
And remember, your morning starts the night before. So tonight, try to sleep a little earlier. And tomorrow morning, try one new thing from today's episode. What will you try? Tell us in the comments. We really love reading your answers.
And if you enjoyed this episode, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel. It really helps us a lot. Next time, we will talk about exercise habits. How to move your body every day, even when you really don't want to.
That one is for you too, Leo.
Ha! Yes, definitely for me. See you next time, everyone. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Leo and Mia English Podcast. I am Leo. Thank you so much for being here with us today.
And I am Mia. Hi, friends. Welcome back to Daily Habits, our series about small habits that can really change your life.
Last time we talked about morning routines, and I promised to try having a banana for breakfast every morning. Friends, I have been doing it. 5 days now, a banana every morning.
Leo, that is amazing. I am so proud of you. And today, episode 2, we are talking about exercise habits. How to move your body every day, even when you really, really do not want to.
So, Mia, I have to ask, do you exercise, like, regularly?
Yes, I go for a 30-minute walk every morning after my tea, and I do yoga twice a week.
Every morning? Even when it is cold? Even when it is raining?
Even when it is raining, I bring an umbrella. Okay, sometimes when it rains very hard, I do a short walk inside the house, around the rooms. It sounds funny, but it works.
Ha! Walking around the rooms. I love that. I have to be honest, I do not exercise much. I go to the gym sometimes, but sometimes means maybe once a month.
Once a month? Leo!
I know, I know. I always have a reason not to go. Too busy, too tired, too cold, too warm. The list is very long.
Ha! You know what? That is very normal, Leo. Most people feel the same way. And that is exactly why we are talking about this today. So let's help you and everyone listening build a real exercise habit.
Okay, so first, why is exercise important? I mean, I know it is important, but can you tell me in a simple way? Something that will really make me want to move?
Okay, let me try. Think about your body like a machine, a big, complex machine. Now, what happens to a machine when you don't use it for a long time?
It gets rusty?
Exactly. It gets rusty. The parts stop working well, things break more easily. Your body is the same. When you don't move, your muscles get weak. Your heart works harder than it needs to. You feel tired more easily. Your back hurts. Your joints hurt. But when you move regularly, your machine stays strong. The parts stay smooth. Things work better.
My body is a rusty machine. That is a little bit sad, but also very true. What about the brain? Does exercise help the brain too?
Oh, yes. This is the part I love most. When you exercise, your brain releases something called endorphins. Endorphins are like little happiness chemicals. They make you feel good. They reduce stress. They help you feel calm and positive. Have you ever finished a walk and felt better than before you started?
Yes, actually, yes. Even when I did not want to go, after the walk, I always felt good.
That is the endorphins. That is your brain saying thank you.
Okay, so exercise makes the body strong and the brain happy. I believe you. But then why is it so hard to do it? Why do I always find a reason not to exercise?
That is a great question. And the answer is because your brain is very good at finding shortcuts. Your brain wants to save energy. It looks at exercise and thinks, that is hard. That uses a lot of energy. Let's do something easier instead, like sitting on the sofa.
My brain loves the sofa.
Everyone's brain loves the sofa. It is natural. It is not a character problem. It is just how the brain works. So the key is not to fight the brain directly. The key is to make exercise so easy, so small, so simple that the brain does not even notice it is exercise.
Trick the brain. I like that idea. How do we do it?
Okay, this is the most important part, and it is also the part that most people get wrong.
What do people get wrong?
They start too big. Imagine someone who has not exercised for 1 year. On Monday, they decide, okay, I will go to the gym every day, 1 hour every day. I will run 5 kilometers. I will change my life.
Ha! That sounds like me in January every year.
And what happens?
I go to the gym for 3 days. I feel very sore. I rest for 1 day, then I never go back.
Exactly. And why? Because the goal was too big. The change was too hard. The brain said, this is too much, let's stop. So what is the solution? Start so small that it almost feels silly.
Silly small? What does that mean?
I mean this. Instead of, I will run 5 kilometers every day, just say, I will walk for 10 minutes. That's it. 10 minutes every day, same time. No more, no less.
10 minutes feels very easy, almost too easy.
Yes, that is the point. Here's a great way to think about it. Imagine you want to plant a tree. You do not plant a big, full-grown tree. You plant a small seed, and you water it every day, a little bit, every single day. After weeks and months, the seed grows. The roots go deep. The tree becomes strong. Your exercise habit is the same. Start with the small seed. Water it every day. Let it grow naturally.
The small seed, 10 minutes a day, and then it grows. But how do you grow it? When do you add more time?
Only when 10 minutes feels boring, when it feels too easy, when your body is asking for more. Then you add 5 more minutes. Just 5, not 30, not an hour, just 5 minutes more.
5 minutes more. I can do that. And what time of day is best for exercise? Morning? Evening?
The best time is the time you will actually do it. Some people love morning exercise. It wakes them up. It gives them energy for the day. Other people prefer evening. After work, they need to move. It helps them relax and forget about the day. Both are good. What is not good is saying, I will exercise when I have time, because that time never comes.
Ha! That is so true. When I have time is code for never.
Exactly. So pick a specific time. Put it in your calendar like a meeting. 7 a.m., I walk. 6 p.m., I walk. Whatever works for you, but make it specific. Make it a plan, not a wish.
Okay, start small, be consistent, pick a time. I understand. But Mia, here is my real problem. Exercise is boring to me. I do not enjoy it. Running on a treadmill, lifting weights, it feels like work, not fun.
Okay, I hear you. And I think this is actually the most important thing we will talk about today. Exercise does not have to look like a gym. Exercise is just moving your body any way that you enjoy.
Anyway, like what?
Dancing is exercise. Swimming is exercise. Cycling is exercise. Playing football with friends is exercise. Even gardening is exercise. If you move your body and your heart beats a little faster, that is exercise. You don't need a gym. You don't need special clothes. You just need to move.
Okay, that changes things a lot. I actually like dancing. Not well, but I like it.
Then dancing is your exercise. Put on some music for 10 minutes and dance. That counts 100%.
Ha! I never thought of dancing as exercise, but of course it is. What about music in general? Do you listen to music when you exercise?
Always. Music is like a secret power for exercise. Think about it like this. When you have a good song playing, you don't think about how tired you are. You think about the music. You move with the rhythm. 10 minutes feel like 3 minutes. But without music, every minute feels long. You check the clock every 30 seconds.
Oh, that is so true. With a good playlist, time disappears. What else makes exercise easier? Any other tricks?
Yes, an exercise friend. When you exercise with someone, a friend, a partner, a neighbor, it becomes social. It becomes something you look forward to. You don't want to cancel on your friend. You feel responsible, so you show up, even when you don't feel like it.
Accountability. That is the word, right? Someone who keeps you accountable.
Exactly. Accountability. A very useful word. We will come back to that in the word of the day.
Oh, a preview. I like it. Okay, last question on this topic. What do you do when you miss a day? When you skip one day of exercise and then feel guilty? And then you skip 2 days, 3 days, and then you stop completely.
Oh, this is so important, and it happens to everyone. Here is my rule. Never miss twice. If you miss one day, that is okay. Life happens. You are sick, you are busy, you are tired. One day is fine. But never miss 2 days in a row, because missing once is an accident. Missing twice is the start of a new habit, the habit of not exercising.
Never miss twice. That is simple and powerful. I will remember that.
And don't feel guilty about one missed day. Guilt does not help. Just come back. Tomorrow, you come back. 10 minutes. Start again. The habit is not broken by one missed day. It is only broken if you stop coming back.
Okay, time for word of the day. My favorite part. 3 important words from today's episode. Let's learn them.
Word number 1, habit. A habit is something you do regularly, almost without thinking. You do it automatically, every day without deciding. It is just part of your life.
For example, brushing your teeth is a habit. You don't think about it, you just do it every morning and night. I want exercise to become a habit like that. Automatic, no thinking needed.
Word number 2, consistent. To be consistent means to do the same thing regularly. You don't stop and start. You don't do it sometimes and not other times. You do it every day or every week at the same time.
For example, the most important thing is not to exercise hard, it is to be consistent. 10 minutes every day is better than 2 hours once a month.
Word number 3, accountable. To be accountable means to be responsible for something. You make a promise and you keep it. When you exercise with a friend, you are accountable to that friend. You don't want to let them down.
For example, I need an accountable friend, someone who will call me and say, Leo, where are you? We need to walk. Mia, will you be my accountable friend?
Ha! Of course, Leo. I will check on you.
Okay, friends, let's review what we learned today. First, exercise keeps your body strong and your brain happy. It is not optional, it is necessary. Second, start small, very small. 10 minutes is enough to begin. Plant the seed, let it grow. Third, make it fun. Dance, walk, swim, play, any movement counts. Find what you enjoy.
And remember, never miss twice. One missed day is okay. 2 missed days is the start of stopping. What kind of exercise do you enjoy? Tell us in the comments. We want to know. Maybe you will inspire someone else.
And if this episode was helpful, please like it and subscribe to our channel. Every like and every subscriber helps us keep making episodes for you.
Next time, episode 3, we talk about eating habits. What to eat, when to eat, and why we sometimes eat things we know are not good for us. That one will be very interesting. I think many of you will relate.
I relate already. See you next time, everyone. Hey everyone, welcome back to Leo and Mia English Podcast. I'm Leo and I'm really excited about today's topic because it's something we all do every single day. Sometimes 3 times a day or even more.
Hi friends, I'm Mia. And yes, today we are talking all about eating habits. What you eat, when you eat, how you eat. These things matter more than most people think.
This is episode 3 of our Daily Habits series. We are at level A2 today, so we use short and clear sentences. Easy to follow, easy to learn.
If this is your first time with us, welcome. We talk about everyday life in natural English. Just 2 friends having a real conversation. Okay, Leo, let's go.
Mia, before we start, I have a very important question. Did you eat breakfast this morning?
Of course, I always eat breakfast. This morning I had oatmeal with banana and a little honey. It was delicious and very filling. What about you, Leo?
I had coffee. Just coffee. I woke up late and I had no time.
Leo, coffee is not breakfast. You know what I always say? Skipping breakfast is like trying to drive a car with no fuel. You might start the engine, but you won't go very far.
Ha! That's a good point. And honestly, by 10 o'clock, I was really hungry and I ate a big bag of chips at my desk. That was probably not a good choice.
No, not really. But don't worry, that's exactly why we are talking today. By the end of this episode, both of us will have better eating habits. Let's learn together.
Okay, let's start with breakfast. Is breakfast really the most important meal of the day? I hear that a lot, but I don't know if it's true.
It really is very important. Think about it this way. You sleep for 7 or 8 hours at night. During that time, your body has no food. Your blood sugar goes down. Your energy is very low.
So breakfast is like turning on the engine in the morning?
Exactly. Breakfast gives your body and brain the fuel they need to start working. Without it, you feel slow, you can't concentrate, and you feel tired before lunchtime.
Yes, that happens to me every time I skip breakfast. By 11 o'clock, I can't think clearly. I just want to eat everything I see.
That's very normal. And here is the problem with skipping breakfast. When you are very hungry at lunch, you eat too fast and you eat too much. And then you feel very full and sleepy after. It's a bad cycle.
I know that cycle very well. What kind of breakfast is good? Because I don't have a lot of time in the morning.
A good breakfast doesn't need to be big. It just needs to have some protein and some energy. For example, 2 eggs with toast, or oatmeal with fruit, or even a banana and some peanut butter. Quick and easy.
A banana and peanut butter? That sounds really good, actually. And I can make that in 2 minutes.
Yes, that's the key. You don't need a big meal. You just need something. Listeners, do you eat breakfast every morning? Tell us in the comments. We really want to know your habits.
Okay, next topic, snacking. Mia, I love snacks. Chips, cookies, chocolate, popcorn. I could eat snacks all day. Is that a problem?
Well, it depends. Snacking is not always bad. The problem is not the snack itself. The problem is what kind of snack and when you eat it.
Okay, tell me more.
So think of your day like a long road trip. You have 3 big stops: breakfast, lunch, and dinner. A snack is like a small gas station between stops. It helps you keep going without running out of energy.
Ooh, I like that. So a snack between breakfast and lunch is a good idea?
Yes! If you feel hungry at 10 or 11 o'clock, a small snack is perfect. It stops you from eating too much at lunch. And the same in the afternoon. A small snack at 3 or 4 o'clock is fine.
So what kind of snacks are good?
Fruit is great. An apple, some grapes, a banana. Nuts are also very good, like almonds or walnuts. Yogurt is another good option. These snacks give you energy without too much sugar.
And chips? What about chips? Please say chips are okay.
Ha! Sorry, Leo. Chips are not the best choice. They have a lot of salt and not much nutrition. You eat them, and 15 minutes later, you feel hungry again. They don't really fill you up.
That is so true. I can eat a whole bag of chips and still feel empty. It's like magic. Bad magic.
Exactly. And late night snacking is also a problem. Eating chips or cookies at 10 or 11 p.m. before bed, that's not good. Your body doesn't burn those calories. It just stores them.
Okay. I will try to swap my chips for fruit. Maybe. I'll try. Listeners, what is your favorite snack? Healthy or not so healthy? Tell us. We won't judge.
All right, let's talk about something that is very simple but very powerful. How fast do you eat, Leo?
Fast. Very fast. Like embarrassingly fast. My friends always finish eating long after me.
You are not alone. Many people eat too fast, especially when they are busy or stressed. But fast eating is actually a bad habit.
Really? Why? Food is food. Does it matter how fast I eat it?
Yes, it matters a lot. Here is the reason. Your stomach takes about 20 minutes to send a message to your brain. The message is, "I'm full, stop eating." But if you finish your meal in 5 or 10 minutes, your brain doesn't get that message in time.
So I keep eating even when I'm already full?
Exactly. You eat more than you need. And then 10 minutes later, you feel really uncomfortable. That heavy, overfull feeling, that's why.
Oh wow, that explains so much. I always feel that way after lunch.
And here's something interesting. When you eat slowly, you usually eat less, but you feel more satisfied. So slower eating actually helps you enjoy your food more and eat the right amount.
How do I eat slower? Because I don't even notice I'm eating fast. It just happens.
Here are some easy tips. First, put your fork or spoon down between each bite. Just put it on the table. Chew, swallow, then pick it up again.
That sounds very simple, but I think it will feel strange at first.
It does at first, but after a few days, it becomes natural. Another tip, don't eat in front of your phone or TV. When you look at a screen while eating, you don't pay attention to your food. You eat faster and you eat more.
I always eat lunch while watching YouTube. That's a habit I need to break.
Try this for 1 week. Eat without your phone. Just eat. Taste your food. Enjoy it. I think you will be surprised. The meal feels more satisfying and you feel better after.
Okay, it's time for my favorite part of the episode, Word of the Day. 3 useful words from today's topic. Mia, please kick it off.
Word number 1, skip. S-K-I-P. Skip. Skip means to not do something that you normally do. For example, to skip breakfast means to not eat breakfast in the morning.
Skip! I skip breakfast too often. Starting tomorrow, I will not skip it. I promise.
Word number 2, snack. S-N-A-C-K. Snack. A snack is a small amount of food that you eat between meals. For example, an apple is a healthy snack in the afternoon.
Snack! My favorite snack is chocolate, but I am going to try to eat more fruit snacks. Slowly.
Word number 3, chew. C-H-E-W. Chew. Chew means to use your teeth to break food into small pieces before you swallow. Always chew your food slowly and carefully.
Chew your food slowly. Don't rush. Enjoy every bite. That is today's challenge. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Leo and Mia English Podcast. I'm Leo, and today we are talking about something that every single person in the world needs, but most people don't get enough of. Any guesses?
Hi, friends. I'm Mia, and yes, we are talking about sleep. Sleep habits, to be exact. How much do you sleep? Do you sleep well? Do you wake up feeling rested? These are big questions.
This is episode 4 of our Daily Habits series. Today we are at level B1. So a little more vocabulary, a little more depth, but still very natural and easy to follow.
Perfect for intermediate learners who want to improve their listening and learn to talk about health and lifestyle in English. Let's dive right in.
Mia, honest question. How many hours did you sleep last night?
About 8 hours. I went to bed at 10 and woke up naturally at 6. No alarm. I felt amazing this morning. Clear head, good energy. It was a great start to the day.
8 hours and no alarm? I'm genuinely jealous. I think I got about 5 hours. I was watching videos until 2 a.m. and then I just couldn't stop scrolling. And then the alarm went off at 7 and I wanted to cry.
Oh, I know that feeling. That's called doom scrolling. When you keep scrolling on your phone, even though you know you should sleep, you think, just one more video, and then suddenly it's 2 in the morning.
Exactly. And this morning I felt like a zombie. My brain was slow, my eyes were burning. I had 3 coffees and still felt tired.
That's the thing about sleep. You can't really replace it with caffeine. Coffee gives you a short boost, but it doesn't give you the real rest your body needs.
I know. That's why today's episode is important, even for me. Let's figure out how to actually sleep better.
Okay, let's start with the most fundamental sleep habit, having a consistent sleep schedule. This means going to bed at the same time and waking up at the same time every single day.
Every day, including weekends? Because on weekends I sleep until noon. I look forward to that all week.
I understand, but yes, even on weekends. And here's why. Your body has something called a circadian rhythm. It's your internal biological clock. It controls when you feel sleepy and when you feel awake.
Like a natural alarm clock inside your body?
Exactly. And this internal clock loves consistency. When you sleep and wake at the same times, your body knows what to expect. It starts to prepare for sleep naturally before bedtime, and it wakes you up feeling refreshed.
But what happens if I mess with it, like sleeping at midnight one night and then at 2 a.m. the next?
Your body gets confused. Scientists actually have a term for this: social jet lag. It's exactly like flying to a different time zone every weekend. Your internal clock is constantly readjusting, and you never feel fully rested or alert.
Social jet lag. That explains why I always feel awful on Monday mornings. It's not the weekend ending, it's the jet lag.
Ha! Yes, exactly. The fix is actually simple. Choose a bedtime and a wake time and stick to them as much as possible, even on Friday and Saturday nights. Within a week, you should notice a real difference in how you feel.
Okay, I'm going to try this. Listeners, do you have a consistent sleep schedule? Or does your bedtime change every night? Tell us below. Now, let's talk about my biggest problem, screens before bed. I always use my phone in bed, sometimes for an hour or more. Is it really that bad?
It's actually one of the worst things you can do for your sleep, and there's a very clear scientific reason for it.
Tell me.
Okay, so your body produces a hormone called melatonin. Melatonin is your sleep hormone. It makes you feel drowsy and tells your body it's time to sleep. Your brain starts producing melatonin when it gets dark.
So darkness triggers melatonin?
Exactly. But here's the problem. Phone and laptop screens emit blue light, and blue light tricks your brain into thinking it's still daytime, so it stops producing melatonin. You feel awake, you can't fall asleep even when you want to.
So my phone is literally telling my brain, don't sleep yet, it's still daytime.
That's a perfect way to put it. Think about it like this. Your phone screen is a tiny, very powerful artificial sun inside your bedroom. Would you lie in bed staring at the actual sun and expect to fall asleep? No, but that's what we do every night.
Oh, wow. That analogy is really vivid. A tiny artificial sun in my room. I'll never look at my phone the same way again.
The recommendation is to stop using screens at least 30 to 60 minutes before you want to sleep. Instead, try reading a physical book, listening to calm music, or just sitting quietly and letting your mind relax.
That sounds very peaceful, actually. I think the problem is that my phone is the last thing I do every night. It's become a habit. Breaking that habit will be hard.
One tip that really helps: charge your phone outside the bedroom. If it's not in the room, you won't reach for it. Out of sight, out of mind. Listeners, can you put your phone down 30 minutes before bed? Challenge accepted? One more area that many people overlook completely: your sleep environment. The physical conditions of your bedroom have a huge impact on sleep quality.
Like what kind of conditions? Temperature, noise, light?
All of those. Let's start with temperature. Research consistently shows that the ideal sleeping temperature is somewhere between 18 and 22 degrees Celsius. A cool room helps your body lower its core temperature, which is a natural signal that it's time to sleep.
I always sleep with a fan on, even in winter. My friends think I'm strange, but I just can't sleep when it's too warm.
You are actually following the science without even knowing it. A cool, slightly airy room is much better for sleep than a hot, stuffy one. If you sleep too hot, you toss and turn. You wake up more often, and your deep sleep is reduced.
What about light? My bedroom has thin curtains and a lot of morning light comes in. I always wake up before my alarm in summer.
That's actually your circadian rhythm working correctly. Morning light tells your body to wake up. But if you need to sleep later, even small amounts of light during the night can disrupt your sleep cycles. Blackout curtains are a great investment, or a simple sleep mask works perfectly well.
I've always wanted to try blackout curtains. And noise? I live on a busy street. Cars and motorbikes at night can be really loud.
Noise is tricky because you can't always control it, but there are some good solutions. First, earplugs. Very cheap and very effective. Second, white noise. You can play it from your phone or a small speaker. White noise is a steady, gentle sound that masks other noises and helps your brain ignore them.
White noise. I've heard of that. Some people play rain sounds or ocean sounds. Does that really work?
It works really well for a lot of people. The key idea is simple. Your bedroom should be your sleep sanctuary. Cool, dark, and quiet. Think of it as your personal sleep cave. The more comfortable and optimized your cave is, the deeper and better you will sleep.
Time for word of the day, my absolute favorite part. Mia, 3B1 words from today's episode, please.
Word number 1, consistent. 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 Consistent means always doing something in the same way, without changing. A consistent sleep schedule means you go to bed and wake up at the same time every day.
Consistent. My sleep schedule is definitely not consistent right now. Some nights 11 p.m., some nights 2 a.m. I need to be much more consistent.
Word number 2, suppress. 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 Suppress means to stop something from happening or to reduce it significantly. Blue light from screens suppresses melatonin. It stops your body from producing the hormone that makes you sleepy.
Suppress. Every time I look at my phone before bed, I am suppressing my own ability to sleep naturally. That's actually really disturbing when I say it out loud.
Word number 3, disrupt. D-I-S-R-U-P-T. Disrupt. Disrupt means to interrupt or disturb something and stop it from continuing normally. Noise, light, and an irregular sleep schedule can all disrupt your sleep and reduce your sleep quality.
Disrupt. Don't let anything disrupt your sleep. Protect your sleep cave from blue light, noise, and late nights. That's the message. All right, friends, let's summarize what we learned today. 3 big sleep habits. Number 1, keep a consistent sleep schedule. Same bedtime, same wake time every day.
Number 2, reduce screen time before bed. Put your phone down at least 30 minutes before you sleep. Let your brain produce melatonin naturally.
And number 3, optimize your sleep environment. Cool temperature, dark room, and as quiet as possible. Create your perfect sleep cave.
Remember, sleep is not a luxury. It's a foundation. When you sleep well, your mood improves, your thinking is clearer, and your body is healthier. Which of these 3 habits will you try first? Tell us in the comments.
If this episode helped you, please give us a like and subscribe to the channel. It really means a lot to us and helps us reach more English learners around the world. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Leo and Mia English Podcast. I'm Leo, and today we're tackling a topic that affects basically every adult on the planet: work. More specifically, our work habits.
Hi everyone, I'm Mia. And I love this topic because it's not just about working hard, it's about working smart. The habits you build at work can completely transform how productive and how happy you feel every day.
Episode 5 of our Daily Habits series. We're at level B1 today, so natural vocabulary, real examples, and conversations that feel like you're actually talking with a friend.
Whether you work in an office, from home, or you're still studying, today's episode has something for you. Let's get into it.
Mia, quick question before we start. Are you more of a morning person or a night owl when it comes to work? Like, when do you do your best thinking?
Definitely a morning person. My brain is sharpest between about 8 and noon. I do all my hardest, most creative work in the morning. After lunch, I hit a wall. I can do easier tasks, but deep thinking is a struggle.
Interesting. I'm the complete opposite. I feel most creative and focused in the evening, like 9 or 10 p.m. All my best writing happens late at night when it's quiet.
That's actually really normal. People genuinely have different chronotypes. Your natural tendency to be awake and alert at certain times of day. Some people are larks, they're morning people. Others are owls, night people.
Larks and owls. I'm definitely an owl, and I've spent years fighting against that by trying to be productive in the mornings. It never really works well for me.
That's such an important point. One of the best work habits you can develop is understanding your own energy patterns and then designing your day around them. Don't fight your biology. Work with it.
Work with your biology, not against it. I love that. Okay, let's explore this more and talk about some specific habits that make a real difference.
Let's start with one of the most powerful and underused work habits I know: time blocking. Leo, have you actually tried this properly?
I've heard of it, but I've never been consistent about it. I know the concept, but in practice, I just sort of react to whatever comes up during the day. My calendar is pretty empty.
That's very common. So, time blocking means intentionally dividing your day into specific blocks of time and assigning each block to one type of task. You're not just making a to-do list, you're actually scheduling when you will do each thing.
Can you give me an example, like a real day structure?
Sure. So, imagine your day looks like this: 9 to 11, deep creative work, no interruptions. 11 to 12, emails and messages. 1 to 2, meetings. 2 to 4, project work. And so on. Every hour has a purpose.
Oh, I see. So instead of just having a list of things to do and randomly switching between them, you give each task its own dedicated time slot.
Exactly. Think of your day as a puzzle. Each piece needs to go in a specific place. If you just dump all the pieces on the table and try to work randomly, you never finish the picture. Time blocking puts each piece in its proper place.
And what's the biggest benefit? Because I can see how it's organized, but why is it actually better than just having a to-do list?
Two huge benefits. First, you eliminate decision fatigue. Every time you finish a task and ask, "What should I do next?" that decision costs mental energy. Time blocking removes that question. You already know what comes next.
That makes so much sense. I spend a surprising amount of time just deciding what to work on next. What's the second benefit?
You protect your most valuable time. Without structure, urgent but unimportant things, like emails and messages, can steal your whole day. Time blocking ensures your important work gets done first, in your best hours. Listeners, do you plan your day in advance, or do you just react to what comes up?
Okay, I want to explore something you mentioned: deep work. What exactly is the difference between deep work and shallow work? I've seen those terms but never fully understood the distinction.
Great question. So, deep work is any task that requires full, concentrated mental effort. Writing a report, creating a strategy, solving a complex problem, learning something new. These tasks push your brain to its limits and produce real, meaningful output.
And shallow work is the opposite?
Right. Shallow work is tasks that are necessary but don't require much thinking. Responding to routine emails, attending status update meetings, formatting documents, organizing files. These things need to be done, but they don't advance your most important goals.
So what's the problem? We need both, right?
We do, but the problem is the balance. Most people spend the majority of their workday on shallow tasks: emails, messages, meetings. They feel very busy. But at the end of the day, they haven't actually produced anything meaningful.
Oh, that's so painfully familiar. Some days I'm in back-to-back meetings or answering messages all day, and I feel completely exhausted at 5 p.m. But when I look at what I actually created or achieved, not much.
That's the deep work deficit. It's like being on a treadmill. You're putting in a lot of effort and sweating a lot, but you're not actually going anywhere. Shallow work keeps you running on the spot.
That's a brilliant analogy. So, what's the solution? How do we do more deep work in a world full of emails and notifications?
A few things help enormously. First, schedule your deep work during your peak energy hours. If you're sharpest in the morning, block 9 to 11 for deep work and protect it fiercely.
And turn off notifications during that time?
Absolutely. Notifications are the enemy of deep work. Every time you get a ping and check your phone, it takes your brain about 23 minutes to fully return to the task you were doing. 23 minutes! A few interruptions can ruin your entire deep work session.
Let's talk about something I have a complicated relationship with. Taking breaks during work. Sometimes I feel guilty about taking breaks. Like if I'm not working every minute, I'm being lazy. Is that a healthy mindset?
No, that mindset is actually counterproductive. Taking regular breaks is not a sign of laziness. It's a sign of working intelligently. Let me explain why.
Please.
Your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for focused thinking and decision-making, has limited energy. After about 25 to 30 minutes of intense concentration, its performance starts to decline. You become slower, make more errors, and find it harder to concentrate.
So long stretches of work without breaks actually make you less effective?
Significantly less effective. This is actually the science behind a popular technique called the Pomodoro method. You work for 25 minutes with full focus, then take a 5-minute break. That's one Pomodoro. After 4 Pomodoros, you take a longer break of 15 to 30 minutes.
I've heard of that. Pomodoro means tomato in Italian, right? It's named after a tomato-shaped kitchen timer.
Ha! Exactly right! And the reason it works so well is that each break gives your prefrontal cortex time to recover. You return to the task refreshed. Over a full day, you actually get more done than if you had pushed through without stopping.
What do you do during those short breaks? Because I feel like I just end up on my phone, which probably doesn't help much.
That's a very important question. The best breaks are ones where your brain gets to switch completely. Stand up and stretch. Walk around for 5 minutes. Make a cup of tea. Look out the window. Breathe some fresh air.
So physical movement or just doing nothing is better than scrolling on my phone?
Much better. Scrolling social media actually keeps your brain stimulated and engaged. It's not a real rest. A genuine break means letting your mind wander freely. And interestingly, that's often when your best ideas appear, in the quiet moments between effort. Listeners, do you take real breaks during your workday, or do you push through for hours?
Time for our word of the day. 3B1 words from today. Let's go, Mia.
Word number 1, productive. Producive. Productive. Productive means achieving a significant amount of work or results in a given period of time. For example, if you finish your 3 most important tasks before noon, that was a very productive morning.
Productive. I want to have at least 2 truly productive hours every single day. Not busy hours, genuinely productive ones. That's my new goal.
Word number 2, prioritize. 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 Prioritize means to decide which tasks are the most important and to focus on those first before anything else. Productive people always prioritize before they begin working.
Prioritize. I have a bad habit of doing the easiest or most enjoyable tasks first and leaving the hard, important ones for later. I think I've been prioritizing completely backwards.
Word number 3, concentrate. 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 Concentrate means to direct all of your attention and mental energy onto one single thing. It's very difficult to concentrate deeply when you have constant notifications on your phone.
Concentrate. Prioritize your tasks, concentrate during your time blocks, and protect your deep work time. That really is the whole episode in 3 words. Well done, Mia. Okay, let's wrap up episode 5. What did we learn today? 3 transformative work habits. Habit 1, use time blocking. Plan your day in advance and give every task its own dedicated time slot.
Habit 2, protect your deep work time. Know the difference between deep and shallow work. Schedule your most important, focused work during your peak energy hours. Turn off notifications. Guard that time like it's gold.
Habit 3, take real breaks. Use the Pomodoro method or similar. Work for 25 minutes, rest for 5. Stand up, move around, let your mind breathe. Your brain will thank you for it.
The big message from today, it's not about working more hours. It's about making the hours you work count. Work smarter, not just harder. Which of these 3 habits will you start with this week? Let us know in the comments.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Leo and Mia English Podcast. I'm Leo, and today we are talking about something that is in your hand right now, or maybe on the table next to you, or in your pocket.
Hi friends, I'm Mia. And yes, we are talking about your phone. Phone habits. How much do you use your phone? When do you use it? Is it helping you or hurting you?
This is episode 6 of our Daily Habits series. Today is level A2. Short sentences, clear words, easy to follow. Perfect for everyday English practice.
Whether you are on your phone too much or just the right amount, this episode is for you. Let's go.
Mia, I have a question. How many hours do you use your phone every day? Be honest.
Honestly, probably 3 or 4 hours a day, sometimes more on weekends. I know that sounds like a lot. What about you, Leo?
I checked my phone last week. 7 hours a day. 7! I was shocked.
7 hours? Leo, that's almost half a day. You sleep 8 hours, you work 8 hours, and then you use your phone for 7? When do you eat?
Ha! I eat while using my phone too. That's part of the problem.
I think a lot of people are the same. We don't notice how much time we spend on our phones. It just happens. Slowly, and then 7 hours are gone.
Exactly. So today we want to talk about phone habits. Not to say phones are bad, they're amazing tools, but how we use them matters a lot.
Okay, let's start with screen time. Screen time means the total number of hours you look at a screen every day. Your phone, your laptop, your TV, all screens.
And most people don't know how much screen time they have, right? I didn't know mine was 7 hours.
Right, that's the first problem. We can't fix something we don't see. So the first step is to check your screen time. On iPhone, go to Settings and then Screen Time. On Android, go to Digital Well-being.
And what are you looking for? Just the total hours?
The total hours, yes, but also which apps you use the most. For most people, the top apps are social media. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook. These apps are designed to keep you scrolling.
Designed to keep you scrolling? What do you mean?
Think about it. These apps never end. You scroll down and there is always more content, more videos, more photos, more posts. It's like a river with no end. You keep going and going and going.
That is so true. I open TikTok to watch one video, then I look up and 45 minutes are gone. How does that happen?
Ha! It happens to everyone. These apps use something called infinite scroll. There is no stopping point. When a book ends, you stop. When a TV show ends, you stop. But social media, it never ends. So you never get a natural signal to stop.
So what can we do?
Set a time limit. Most phones let you set a daily limit for each app. For example, 30 minutes of TikTok per day. When the time is up, the phone tells you. You can still open it, but you have to choose to. That one moment of choice is very powerful. Listeners, do you know your daily screen time? Go check right now.
Okay, next topic. Notifications. My phone buzzes all the time. Messages, emails, news, app updates, it never stops. Is that normal?
Very normal, but also a big problem. How many notifications do you get every day, Leo? Did you ever count?
No idea. Maybe 100? More?
The average person gets over 60 notifications per day. Some people get more than 100. And every time your phone buzzes, your brain stops what it is doing. Even for 2 seconds, your attention breaks.
2 seconds doesn't sound like a lot.
But imagine this. You are reading a book. Every 2 minutes, someone taps you on the shoulder and says, "Hey, look at this." Then you look. Then you go back to reading. Could you enjoy the book? Could you really understand it?
No way. I would go crazy. That's exactly what notifications do.
Exactly. And this is not just about work. Notifications break your focus during dinner, during a conversation with a friend, during a movie, during sleep. They take you out of the moment.
So what's the answer? Turn off all notifications?
Not all, but most of them. Think about it simply. Which notifications do you actually need right now? Phone calls? Yes. Messages from family? Yes. A shopping app telling you about a sale? Probably not.
I get notifications from apps I don't even remember downloading. That's how bad it is.
Ha! So here's a simple action. Go to your phone settings right now and turn off notifications for all non-essential apps. Keep only calls and important messages on. Try it for 1 week. I think you will feel much calmer. What do you think, listeners? How many notifications do you have right now?
All right, let's talk about something I am trying to do more. Phone-free moments. Times in the day when I don't use my phone at all.
I love this topic. Phone-free moments are so important, but they feel really hard for most people. Why do you think that is, Leo?
Because we are used to it. The phone is always there. If I feel bored for 1 second, I pick it up. I don't even think about it. It's automatic.
That's the key word, automatic. For many people, reaching for the phone is like breathing. You don't decide to do it, you just do it. That's a habit. And habits can be changed.
So where do you start? What is a good phone-free moment to try first?
Start with meals. When you eat, put your phone in another room or just face down on the table. Just eat. Taste your food. Look around. Talk to the people with you, or just be quiet and enjoy the meal.
I always eat while looking at my phone. Always. I don't even taste the food sometimes.
That's really common. And studies show that when we eat while using a phone, we eat more, we eat faster, and we enjoy the food less. The phone takes us away from the experience.
So phone-free meals equals better eating habits too? That connects to episode 3.
Exactly. Everything is connected. Another great phone-free moment is the first 30 minutes after waking up. Many people check their phone the moment they open their eyes, but those first minutes are precious. Your mind is fresh. Don't fill it with social media and news right away.
I am 100% guilty of that. My alarm goes off and I open Instagram before I even sit up. That's the first thing I do every day.
Try this instead. When you wake up, leave your phone on the charger. Stand up. Drink a glass of water. Stretch for 5 minutes. Look out the window. Let your brain wake up slowly and quietly. Then check your phone. Just 30 minutes, it makes a big difference. Listeners, do you check your phone first thing in the morning? You know who you are.
Okay, time for word of the day, my favorite part of every episode. 3 words from today's topic. Mia, start us off.
Word number 1, scroll. S-C-R-O-L-L. Scroll. Scroll means to move up or down through content on a screen. For example, I always scroll through Instagram before bed.
Scroll. I scroll too much every day. Scroll, 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 and suddenly 1 hour is gone. I know this habit too well.
Word number 2, distracted. D-I-S-T-R-A-C-T-E-D. Distracted. Distracted means not able to focus because something takes your attention away. For example, I feel distracted when my phone buzzes during dinner.
Distracted. My phone makes me distracted every single day. One notification and suddenly I forget what I was doing. Very relatable.
Word number 3, limit. L-I-M-I-T. Limit. A limit is a point that you do not go past. For example, I set a limit of 30 minutes on social media every day.
Limit. Set a limit on your screen time. Set a limit on notifications and choose some phone-free moments. That is the whole episode in 3 words. Nice one, Mia. All right, friends, let's wrap up episode 6. Today we talked about 3 phone habits to work on. Number 1, check your screen time and set a daily limit for your top apps.
Number 2, turn off notifications you don't need. Keep your brain calm and your attention in your hands, not in your phone.
And number 3, create phone-free moments every day. Start with meals in the first 30 minutes in the morning. Small steps, big changes.
Your phone is a tool, a very useful tool, but you should be in control of it, not the other way around. Which habit will you try first? Tell us in the comments.
If you enjoyed this episode, please like and subscribe to our channel. Share it with a friend who needs to put their phone down. We all know someone.
Episode 7 is coming. We talk about reading habits. Do you read books? Or do you want to read more but never find the time? We have great tips for you. See you then.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Leo and Mia English Podcast. I'm Leo, and today's topic is one that I genuinely love, but honestly, I don't do enough of. And I think a lot of you will feel the same way.
Hi, friends. I'm Mia, and we are talking about reading habits today. Not reading for school or exams, reading for yourself, for pleasure, for growth, for your life.
This is episode 7 of our Daily Habits series, and we're at level B1 today, so expect richer vocabulary, deeper ideas, and a genuinely enjoyable conversation.
Whether you are an avid reader or someone who hasn't finished a book in years, this episode is for you. Let's dive in.
Mia, I have to ask, are you a big reader? Like, do you actually read books regularly?
I really am. I try to read every single day, usually before bed. Right now, I'm reading a book about habits, actually. Very fitting for this series. What about you, Leo?
I want to be a reader. I really do. I have a whole shelf of books I've bought but never finished. Some of them I haven't even opened. They just sit there looking at me.
Ha! That shelf actually has a name, you know. In Japanese, it's called tsundoku. Buying books and letting them pile up without reading them. You are not alone, Leo. Millions of people have a tsundoku shelf.
Tsundoku! I love that word. My Tsundoku collection is honestly very impressive. Maybe I should read the books instead of buying more, though.
That's exactly the goal. And honestly, the reason most people don't read regularly is not because they dislike reading. It's because they never built the habit. They wait for motivation, and motivation rarely shows up on its own.
So building the reading habit is the real challenge. Not finding good books, but actually sitting down and reading them. That's what we're going to talk about today.
Let's start with the big question. Why does reading matter? Because a lot of people think, I learn everything I need from YouTube, podcasts, social media. Why do I need books?
Honestly, that is exactly what I used to think. I watch documentaries, I listen to podcasts, I read articles online. Is a book really so different?
It really is different, and here's why. A book gives you something that most other media simply can't: deep, sustained focus on one idea. A YouTube video is 7 minutes. A podcast episode is 30 minutes. A book? It gives you hundreds of pages of carefully developed, deeply considered thinking.
So it's about depth, going much deeper into a topic than any short video can.
Exactly. Think of it like this. A YouTube video is a photograph of a landscape. Beautiful, clear, quick to enjoy. But a book is actually walking through that landscape yourself. You feel the ground under your feet. You notice things you would never see in a photo. The experience goes so much deeper.
I love that image, a photograph versus actually being there. And what about fiction, Mia? Does reading novels count, or is that just for entertainment?
Reading fiction is incredibly valuable, and research backs this up. When you read a novel, you live inside another person's experience. You understand how they think, how they feel, what they fear, and what they love. Studies show that regular fiction readers develop stronger empathy, the ability to genuinely understand and share other people's feelings.
That's fascinating. So fiction isn't just entertainment, it's actually training your brain to understand other people better.
Exactly. And there are other cognitive benefits too. Regular reading improves your vocabulary, your concentration span, and your ability to think analytically. It's a full workout for your brain. And unlike going to the gym, most people find it genuinely enjoyable once they get into the habit.
Okay, I'm completely convinced. Reading is genuinely important for knowledge, for empathy, for brain health. The problem for me is still the same though. How do I actually do it? How do I make it a real lasting habit? And it's not just nonfiction. Even reading novels in English helps you absorb vocabulary and grammar patterns naturally without sitting in a classroom. That's one of the best ways to improve your English.
That's exactly what we'll cover next. And listeners, how much do you currently read? Every day? Once a week? Once a year? Or are you also staring guiltily at your Sundoku shelf right now? Tell us in the comments.
Mia, let's get very practical. I genuinely want to read more, but I never follow through. I tell myself I'll read tonight, and then I end up watching TV or going on my phone instead. What is the real solution?
The most important thing I've learned about building any new habit is this: start embarrassingly small. Not one chapter a night, not 30 minutes a day. Start with just 2 pages.
2 pages? That sounds almost too small to make a difference.
That's exactly the point. When something feels almost too easy, you actually do it. And once you open the book and read 2 pages, most of the time you keep going naturally. Because the hardest part is just starting. Opening the book is the real barrier, not the reading itself.
So the friction of starting is the problem, not the reading itself once I'm into it.
Perfectly put. Think of it like a cold shower. You absolutely don't want to step in. But once you're under the water, you're completely fine. Reading is the same. Just get yourself to open the book. The rest follows naturally from there.
That is a really useful reframe. So my daily commitment is just open the book. That's all I need to promise myself each day.
And the other crucial ingredient? Your reading environment. Where you read matters enormously. If your phone is next to you, you will pick it up, guaranteed. So create a reading-only space. A comfortable chair, good light, phone in another room.
A dedicated reading corner. Like how having a gym at home makes you more likely to exercise, having a reading chair makes you more likely to read.
Exactly. Your environment shapes your behavior far more powerfully than your willpower does. If you design your space for the habit you want, the habit becomes much easier to maintain.
Design your environment for the habits you want. I love that principle. And what time of day is best to read? Morning, evening, during lunch?
The best time is simply whatever time you can actually protect and keep consistent. For many people, reading before bed works beautifully. It signals to the brain that the day is winding down, which also helps sleep. Others prefer reading with their morning coffee before the day gets busy and unpredictable. There's no wrong answer, only the time you will consistently show up for.
Okay, new angle. Reading smarter. Because I think a lot of people, myself very much included, feel guilty if they don't finish every book they start. Is that actually a healthy attitude?
Absolutely not. And that guilt is honestly one of the biggest things that stops people from reading in the first place. They start a book they're not enjoying, they feel stuck, they feel guilty for not finishing, and eventually they stop reading altogether.
I have definitely done that. I started a very famous novel last year. I disliked it after 50 pages, but I kept going because I felt I should finish it. It took me 6 months and I resented every single page.
6 months of misery for a book you didn't enjoy. Here is a truly liberating rule. Give a book 50 pages. If you genuinely don't enjoy it by page 50, put it down. No guilt. Life is too short for books that aren't right for you right now. There are millions of wonderful books out there. Don't waste precious reading time on one that isn't working.
I love that. I have permission to put down a book. But doesn't that feel like giving up?
There's a real difference between giving up and choosing wisely. Choosing to stop a book you dislike and picking up one you love, that's wisdom, not weakness. You're protecting your reading time and keeping the habit enjoyable. And an enjoyable habit is one you actually maintain long term.
That makes complete sense. Okay, what else can we do to read smarter? Because sometimes I finish a whole book and then forget everything in it a month later. What's the point of reading if nothing sticks?
This is such a crucial point. Reading without any active engagement is like eating without chewing. The content passes through, but your brain doesn't really absorb or retain it.
Okay, so what do we actually do to make it stick?
A few things that work really well. First, underline or highlight sentences that genuinely surprise you or resonate with you. The act of marking something makes your brain pay significantly more attention to it. Second, after each chapter, close the book and spend 30 seconds summarizing what you just read in your own words, out loud, in your head, or in a small notebook.
That 30-second summary idea is really smart. It's like testing yourself on what you just read, which is actually how memory works, right?
Exactly. And third, talk about what you're reading with other people. Tell a friend about a chapter you found interesting. Recommend a book you loved. Even just saying, I read something fascinating today. Let me tell you about it. Cements the memory far better than silent reading alone. Teaching is the deepest form of learning. Listeners, do you have any tricks that help you remember what you read? Share them in the comments.
Word of the day time, 3B1 words from today's reading episode. I am genuinely excited about these ones. Mia, let's go.
Word number 1, avid. A-V-I-D. Avid. Avid means very keen and enthusiastic about something. You do it a lot and you truly love it. For example, she is an avid reader who finishes 2 or 3 books every single month.
Avid. I genuinely want to become an avid reader one day. Right now, I am more of an avid book buyer who actually reads very little. But one step at a time, 2 pages a day, starting tonight.
Word number 2, absorb. A-B-S-O-R-B. Absorb. Absorb means to take in information and understand it so fully that it stays with you. For example, reading slowly and making notes helps you absorb ideas much more deeply.
Absorb. I need to read in a way that helps me actually absorb the content, not just let the words pass through my eyes without any real meaning staying behind. Highlighting, summarizing, talking about it, that's the way.
Word number 3, consistent. C-O-N-S-I-S-T-E-N-T. Consistent. Consistent means doing something regularly, the same way, over a long period of time. For example, reading just 10 minutes every day is far more effective than reading for 2 hours once a week, because it's consistent.
Consistent. A small, consistent reading habit beats a big, irregular one every single time. 2 pages a day, every day. That is my new goal starting from today. Avid, absorb, consistent. 3 words I'll carry with me. All right, friends, let's bring episode 7 to a close. 3 big ideas from today. Number 1, reading matters deeply. It builds empathy, sharpens your concentration, grows your vocabulary, and gives you a depth of knowledge that shorter media simply cannot offer.
Number 2, build the habit with tiny steps, just 2 pages a day. Create a dedicated reading space. Protect a consistent time slot every day. The habit will grow naturally from there.
And number 3, read smarter. Give every book 50 pages, then decide. Highlight the parts that matter. Summarize after each chapter. Talk about what you read. Make the knowledge really stick.
Here's my personal challenge for you this week. Pick up 1 book, any book at all, and read just 2 pages tonight. That's all, 2 pages. Let us know in the comments what you chose to read.
If today's episode inspired you in any way, please give us a like and subscribe to our channel. It truly helps us keep making content like this.
Episode 8 is coming. We're talking about cleaning habits. Does a tidy space really change how you think and feel? Spoiler, it absolutely does. See you in episode 8.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Leo and Mia English Podcast. I'm Leo, and today's topic is something that most people either love or hate. There is no middle ground.
Hi, friends. I'm Mia. And yes, we are talking about cleaning habits today. How clean is your home? Do you clean every day? Or does your room look like a small disaster right now?
This is episode 8 of our Daily Habits series. Today we are at level A2. Short sentences, clear words, easy to follow. Perfect for everyday English practice.
Whether you love cleaning or hate it, this episode has something useful for you. Let's get started.
Mia, honest question. Are you a clean and tidy person, or is your home a little messy sometimes?
I am pretty clean, yes. I clean my room every weekend, and I do small things every day, like making my bed every morning and washing the dishes after every meal. For me, a clean home feels very peaceful.
I want to be like you, but honestly, my apartment is a mess right now. There are clothes on the chair, books on the floor, dishes in the sink from yesterday, maybe from 2 days ago.
Leo, 2 days of dishes? That's a lot. But don't worry, you are not alone. A lot of people struggle with keeping a clean home. It's not about being lazy, it's about not having a good system.
A system. So cleaning is not just about motivation, it's about having a plan?
Exactly. When you have a system, you don't need to feel motivated. You just follow the plan. Like brushing your teeth. You don't think about it, you just do it. Cleaning can be the same way.
That makes a lot of sense. So today we are going to talk about how to build that system. I really need this.
Let's start with the big question. Why does a clean home matter? Some people say, my home is messy, but I know where everything is. Is that okay?
Ha! That sounds like me. I always say I know where things are, but then I spend 10 minutes looking for my keys every morning.
That's a very common problem, and it shows the first reason why a clean space matters. It saves time. When everything has a place, you don't need to search for things. You just go to where it belongs. 10 minutes every day saved is more than 60 hours a year.
60 hours? Just from knowing where my keys are?
Add it all up: keys, phone, charger, wallet, glasses, all the things we look for every day. It adds up fast.
Wow, okay. What's the second reason?
A clean space helps your mind feel calm. When you look at a messy room, your brain sees many unfinished things. It feels like a lot of small problems all at the same time. This creates stress, even if you don't notice it.
Oh, I never thought about it that way. But it's true. I feel more anxious when my room is messy. I just didn't connect the two things before.
Yes, think of it like this. A clean room is like a calm lake. Quiet, smooth, peaceful. A messy room is like a stormy sea. Lots of noise, lots of movement, very hard to relax in.
A calm lake versus a stormy sea. I love that. So a clean room is good for my mental health too? And I think it also helps with productivity. When my desk is clean, I can focus better. When it's messy, I feel distracted and I waste time.
Research says yes. People who live in clean, organized spaces report lower stress levels. They sleep better. They feel more in control of their lives. Listeners, how does your home feel right now? Calm lake or stormy sea? Tell us in the comments.
Okay, Mia, let's talk solutions. What is the easiest way to keep a home clean? Because I want something I can really do, not a big complicated plan.
The easiest habit I know is called the 2-minute rule. It is very simple. If a cleaning task takes less than 2 minutes, do it right now. Don't wait. Don't plan to do it later. Just do it immediately.
Can you give me some examples? What kind of tasks take less than 2 minutes?
So many things. Putting your shoes in the right place when you come home, 30 seconds. Hanging up your jacket instead of dropping it on the chair, 20 seconds. Rinsing your plate after eating, 1 minute. Wiping the kitchen counter after cooking, 1 minute.
Those are all things I don't do. I always tell myself I'll do it later, but later never comes.
That's the trap. Later always feels easier than now. But small messes grow. One plate in the sink becomes a pile. One jacket on the chair becomes a mountain of clothes. The 2-minute rule stops the mess before it starts.
So it's like fixing a small hole in a wall immediately before water gets in and makes a big problem?
Perfect analogy. Small problems are easy to fix. Big problems are hard. The 2-minute rule keeps everything small.
And when does this rule not work? Because some cleaning tasks are big, like cleaning the bathroom or mopping the floor.
Good point. The 2-minute rule is for daily maintenance, the small things you do every day to keep mess from building up. For bigger tasks, you need a weekly schedule. Set one day or a few hours each week for the bigger jobs.
So, 2 tools, the 2-minute rule for every day and a weekly schedule for bigger cleaning jobs.
Exactly. Together they cover everything. Listeners, do you already use the 2-minute rule without knowing it? Or do you always say, I'll do it later? Tell us honestly.
Mia, I have a big problem. I have too many things. My apartment is full of stuff I don't use. Old clothes, books I've read, things I bought and forgot about. How do I deal with all of that?
That is such a common problem, and there is a great rule for it. The 1 in, 1 out rule. It is very simple. Every time you bring something new into your home, one old thing must leave.
Oh, so if I buy a new shirt, I have to give away or throw away an old shirt?
Exactly. New pair of shoes comes in, one old pair goes out. New book comes in, one old book goes to the library or a friend. This way, the total number of things in your home never grows. You stay at the same level.
That is so smart. Because the real problem is not cleaning, it's having too much stuff to clean around.
Exactly right. Less stuff means less to clean, less to organize, and less to look for. A simple home is a clean home. Think of your home like a cup. If the cup is already full and you keep pouring, it overflows. The 1 in, 1 out rule keeps the cup at the right level.
Okay, and what about the end of the day? Is there something simple I can do every night to keep my home tidy?
Yes, this is called the evening reset. Every night before you go to bed, you spend just 10 minutes doing a quick reset of your home. Put things back where they belong. Clear the kitchen counter. Put dirty clothes in the laundry basket. Wipe the table. just 10 minutes.
And then you wake up to a clean home the next morning?
Yes, and waking up to a clean home is one of the best feelings. Your morning starts calm and organized. You don't start the day already feeling behind. It sets a positive tone for everything that follows. And you can put on some music while you do it. 10 minutes of tidying with your favorite songs goes by very quickly. It can even be enjoyable.
I love this idea. 10 minutes every evening. That feels very manageable. Listeners, do you do an evening reset? Or do you go to bed and leave everything for tomorrow? Let us know. Okay, time for word of the day. 3 useful A2 words from today's cleaning episode. Mia, please start us off.
Word number 1, tidy. 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 Tidy means clean and organized. Everything is in the right place. For example, her bedroom is always tidy because she puts things away as soon as she uses them.
Tidy! My room is not very tidy right now, but I am going to change that this week, starting with 10 minutes tonight.
Word number 2, clutter. 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 Clutter means a lot of things in a messy way. Many objects with no order or organization. For example, there is so much clutter on his desk that he can't find anything.
Clutter. My whole apartment has too much clutter. The one in, one out rule is going to help me reduce the clutter over time. Less clutter, more peace.
Word number 3, routine. 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 A routine is a set of actions you do regularly, in the same order, at the same time. For example, her cleaning routine on Saturday morning takes just 1 hour and leaves her home spotless.
Routine. A good cleaning routine makes life so much easier. You don't have to think, you just follow the routine. Tidy, clutter, routine. 3 words for a cleaner life. All right, everyone, let's wrap up episode 8. 3 big ideas from today. Number 1, a clean space saves time and reduces stress. Your home affects how you think and feel every single day.
Number 2, use the 2-minute rule. If a task takes less than 2 minutes, do it right now. Don't say later. Small actions every day prevent big messes from building up.
And number 3, use the 1 in, 1 out rule to control your stuff and do a 10-minute evening reset every night. Wake up every morning to a calm and tidy home.
Which of these habits will you try first? The 2-minute rule, the evening reset, or the 1 in, 1 out rule? Tell us in the comments. We read every one.
If you enjoyed this episode, please give us a like and subscribe to our channel. It really helps us grow and reach more English learners like you.
Episode 9 is coming. We talk about money habits. How do you spend, save, and think about money? We have some really eye-opening ideas for you. See you in episode 9.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Leo and Mia English Podcast. I'm Leo, and today we're talking about a topic that affects every single person on the planet, but one that most people never really talk about openly.
Hi, friends. I'm Mia. And yes, today's topic is money habits. Not how to get rich quickly. Not complicated investment strategies. Just the everyday habits around money that shape your financial life, whether you realize it or not.
This is episode 9 of our Daily Habits series, and we're at level B1 today. So you'll hear some great vocabulary, real-life examples, and an honest conversation about one of the most important topics in adult life.
Whether you're good with money or you feel like money always disappears, this episode is for you. Let's dive in.
Mia, I want to start with a very honest question. Are you good with money? Like, do you know where your money goes every month?
I am pretty good with money now, yes, but I wasn't always. In my early 20s, I spent money very carelessly. I had no budget, no savings, and at the end of every month, I always wondered, where did it all go? It just vanished.
That is exactly my life right now. I earn money, I spend it, and then I'm surprised at the end of the month that it's gone. I have no idea where it all goes.
You're not alone, Leo. Most people feel this way. And the interesting thing is, it's rarely about not earning enough. It's almost always about not having a clear system for how you manage what you earn.
A system again. We talk about systems a lot in this series. Whether it's cleaning, working, sleeping, the answer is always build a system.
Because systems work. And with money, a simple system can completely change your financial life over time. You don't need to earn more. You need to manage better.
Okay, I'm ready to learn. Let's build my money system today.
Let's start with the most important first step in any money habit, tracking your spending. Do you know exactly how much you spend every month, Leo? In each category?
Honestly, no idea. I know my rent, I know roughly what I spend on food, but coffee, takeaway, clothes, subscriptions, no idea. I just tap my card and hope it works.
Ha! Most people are exactly the same. And this is the core problem. You can't manage money you can't see. If you don't know where it's going, you can't make good decisions about it.
So the first step is just looking, seeing where the money actually goes.
Exactly. For just 1 week, write down every single thing you spend money on. Every coffee, every snack, every app subscription, every taxi, everything. At the end of the week, look at the list. Most people are genuinely shocked.
Shocked? Why? What do they usually find?
They find money leaking out in places they never noticed. Small things that feel harmless in the moment, a coffee here, a delivery fee there, a streaming subscription they forgot to cancel. Alone, each thing is tiny, but together they add up to a significant amount every month.
That's like a bucket with many small holes. No single hole drains it, but together they empty it completely.
I love that image, a leaky bucket. And tracking is how you find the holes. Once you can see them, you can decide which ones to fix.
And you don't have to fix all of them, just the ones that aren't worth it to you. If I love my morning coffee, I keep it, but maybe I cancel the 3 streaming services I never use. There are also great apps that do this automatically. They connect to your bank and categorize every transaction for you, so you don't even have to write anything down. The data is already there waiting for you.
Exactly right. Tracking is not about restricting yourself. It's about making conscious choices. Spending money intentionally on things that genuinely matter to you, and stopping the money that leaks out unnoticed. Listeners, do you track your spending? Tell us honestly.
Okay, so I start tracking. Then what? Once I can see where my money goes, how do I decide what the right balance is?
Great question. There's a very popular and simple framework called the 50-30-20 rule. It's a guideline for how to divide your income each month.
50, 30, 20. What do those numbers mean?
50% of your income goes to needs, the essential things you must pay for. Rent, food, transport, utilities, phone bill, the things life requires.
Okay, 50% for needs. And the 30?
30% goes to wants, things you enjoy but don't strictly need to survive. Eating out at restaurants, hobbies, travel, entertainment, new clothes beyond the basics. This is your fun money, and it's important to include it.
I like that you include fun money because I think a lot of people fail with money plans because they try to cut out everything enjoyable. That's not sustainable.
Exactly. A good money habit is one you can actually maintain. If it makes you miserable, you won't stick to it. The 30% for wants is there by design. It keeps the system realistic and enjoyable.
Smart. And the last 20%?
20% goes to savings and financial goals. Building an emergency fund, saving for a big purchase, paying off debt, or investing for the future. This 20% is what builds financial security over time.
So needs, wants, and savings. 50, 30, 20. It's simple enough to remember and realistic enough to actually do. But what if my rent alone is already 50% of my income?
Great question, and very common, especially in expensive cities. The 50-30-20 rule is a guideline, not a law. Adjust it to your reality. The key principle is spend less than you earn, save something every month, and be intentional about your wants. Listeners, does the 50-30-20 rule work for your life? What adjustments would you make?
Let's talk about saving specifically, because I know I should save money, but I never seem to have any left over at the end of the month to save. It always disappears before I get a chance.
And that's the most common mistake people make with saving. They wait until the end of the month and save whatever is left. But usually, nothing is left. The key insight is pay yourself first.
Pay yourself first? What does that mean exactly?
It means the moment your salary arrives, you move a fixed amount to your savings account before you spend anything else. Before rent, before food, before fun, savings come out first. Then you live on what remains.
So instead of save what's left after spending, it's spend what's left after saving.
Perfectly put. That simple switch changes everything. Because when the money is already moved to savings, you naturally adjust your spending to what's left. You don't miss what you never had access to.
That's really clever. It works with human psychology. We spend what we see. If I see a smaller number in my account, I spend less.
Exactly. And the best way to make this automatic is to set up a standing order, an automatic transfer that moves money to your savings account on the day your salary arrives. You don't have to remember, you don't have to decide, it just happens.
Automation removes the willpower problem. You don't have to be disciplined every month. The system is disciplined for you.
That's a brilliant way to frame it. And one more thought on saving. Start small if you need to. Even saving 5 or 10% of your income every month builds a meaningful amount over time. It's not about the size of each contribution. It's about the consistency.
Small and consistent beats large and occasional, just like reading 2 pages a day. The same principle applies to everything.
Absolutely. A little saved consistently every single month adds up to something significant over years. The earlier you start, the more powerful the effect. Listeners, do you already save automatically, or do you save the leftovers? Let us know in the comments.
Time for Word of the Day. 3B1 words from today's money episode. These are genuinely useful words for talking about money in English. Mia, kick us off.
Word number 1, budget. B-U-D-G-E-T. Budget. A budget is a plan that shows how much money you have and how you intend to spend or save it. For example, she created a monthly budget and finally understood where her money was going.
Budget! I have never had a real budget in my life, but after today's episode, I am going to make one this weekend. A proper, written budget, not just guessing.
Word number 2, expense. E-X-P-E-N-S-E. Expense. An expense is money that you spend on something, a cost or an outgoing payment. For example, his biggest monthly expense is rent, followed by food and transport.
Expense! When I track my spending, I am tracking my expenses. Some expenses are necessary, like rent. Others are optional, like buying things I don't need. Knowing the difference is so important.
Word number 3, invest. I-N-V-E-S-T. Invest. Invest means to put money into something with the goal of making more money over time, or to put time and effort into something to get a valuable result in the future. For example, she decided to invest a small amount of money each month rather than leaving it all in a savings account.
Invest. And we can invest in more than just money. We invest in skills, in health, in relationships, budget, expense, invest. 3 words that belong in everyone's vocabulary, especially when you're learning to manage your money better. All right, everyone, let's wrap up episode 9. 3 big money habit ideas from today. Number 1, track your spending. Write down every purchase for 1 week. Find your leaky bucket holes and decide which ones to close.
Number 2, use the 50-30-20 rule as a framework. 50% for needs, 30% for wants, and 20% for savings and financial goals. Adjust for your reality, but keep the core principle. Spend less than you earn.
And number 3, pay yourself first. Move savings out the moment your salary arrives. Automate it so it requires no willpower. Then live happily on what remains.
Money is not a comfortable topic for many people, but the more you talk about it and learn about it, the more confident and in control you feel. Which habit from today will you try first? Tell us in the comments.
If this episode was useful to you, please give us a like and subscribe to our channel. Every like really helps us reach more learners around the world.
One more episode to go. Episode 10 is our final episode of the Daily Habits series. We're talking about how to build any new habit and actually make it stick. Don't miss it. It ties everything together. See you then.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Leo and Mia English Podcast. I'm Leo, and today is a very special episode. It's our final episode of the Daily Habits series, episode 10.
Hi, friends. I'm Mia. And what a journey it has been. Over the past 9 episodes, we've talked about morning routines, exercise, eating, sleep, work, phone habits, reading, cleaning, and money. That's a lot of habits.
And today we're going to bring it all together with the most important topic of the whole series: how to actually build a new habit and make it stick for good. Because knowing what to do is easy. Actually doing it every day, that's the real challenge.
Level B1 today. Rich vocabulary, deep ideas, and a conversation that ties together everything we've learned. Let's make this final episode count.
Mia, before we start, I have to ask. Looking back at all 10 episodes, which habit from this series have you actually tried? And did any of them stick for you?
Great question. Honestly, the one that made the biggest difference for me was the evening reset from episode 8. Spending 10 minutes tidying before bed. It sounds so small, but waking up to a clean home every morning genuinely changed my mood and my whole morning routine.
I love that. For me, I actually started tracking my spending after episode 9. I was shocked, genuinely shocked, to see where my money was going. Streaming services I forgot about, coffee every single day, delivery fees adding up. It was an eye-opener.
That's the power of awareness. You can't change what you can't see. And listeners, which habit from this series have you tried? Was there one episode that really spoke to you?
But here's the thing. Most people listen to episodes like this, feel very motivated for a day or two, and then go back to their old habits. Why does that happen? And how do we stop it?
That's exactly the question we're going to answer today. And honestly, understanding why habits fail is the first step to making them succeed.
Perfect. Let's understand habits deeply and finally make them stick.
Let's start with the science. How do habits actually work in the brain? Because once you understand the mechanism, you can use it to your advantage.
I've heard about something called the habit loop. Can you explain it?
Of course! Every habit, good or bad, follows the same 3-step loop. Step 1 is the cue, a trigger that tells your brain to start the habit. Step 2 is the routine, the behavior itself, what you actually do. Step 3 is the reward, the positive feeling or result that follows.
So, for example, with my phone habit from episode 6, the cue is feeling bored. The routine is picking up my phone and scrolling. And the reward is a tiny hit of entertainment or dopamine.
Exactly. And your brain loves this loop. Every time you complete it, the connection between cue and routine gets stronger, until eventually the cue alone, just feeling bored, automatically triggers the phone checking behavior without any conscious decision.
So habits become automatic because the brain literally rewires itself around this loop?
Exactly. And this is actually good news because it means you can design your own loops deliberately. You can choose a cue, attach a routine you want to build, and create a reward that makes the behavior enjoyable. You're hacking your own brain in the best possible way.
So if I want to build a reading habit, I need a cue, like getting into bed, a routine, opening my book, and a reward, like feeling proud or relaxed after reading.
Perfect example. The cue and the routine are in your control. The reward grows naturally as the habit becomes part of your identity. And that's a key insight. The strongest habits are ones that feel like who you are, not just what you do.
Say more about that. Habits as identity. That sounds really powerful. So, I am a runner is more powerful than I want to run more. Because a runner runs, it's just what they do. Every small run reinforces that identity. The habit and the identity feed each other.
Think about it this way. There's a difference between saying, I'm trying to read more, and saying, I'm a reader. The first is a goal. The second is an identity. When you see yourself as a reader, picking up a book is what people like you do. It's consistent with who you are. The habit becomes effortless because it's self-reinforcing. Listeners, which habit would you love to make part of your identity?
Okay, I want to talk about failure because I've tried to build habits before and they've collapsed. I go strong for a week, then miss a day, feel guilty, and give up completely. Why does this happen?
What you're describing is one of the most common habit failure patterns. It has a name, the all or nothing mindset. You feel like if you can't do it perfectly, there's no point doing it at all. But that thinking is completely wrong when it comes to habits.
Why is it wrong? If I miss a day, doesn't that break the habit?
Missing one day never breaks a habit. What breaks a habit is missing 2 days in a row. Think of it like this. If you drop your phone on the floor, the phone falls. That's one missed day. But you pick it up immediately and it's fine. You don't throw the phone away just because you dropped it.
Ha! But that's what I do with habits. I drop them once and then throw them away completely.
Most people do. So the rule is never miss twice. If you miss a day, that's okay. It happens. But make sure the very next day you do the habit again, no matter how small. Even one push-up, 1 page, 1 minute, it doesn't matter. You're proving to yourself that the habit is still alive.
Never miss twice. That's a rule I can actually remember. What's the second reason habits fail?
The second big reason is starting too big. People get motivated and try to do everything at once. They go from 0 exercise to going to the gym every day, from never reading to finishing a chapter every night. The motivation fades within 2 weeks and the habit collapses.
So we're back to starting small. 2 pages, 2 minutes, 1 push-up. The same advice keeps coming up in every episode.
And here's something reassuring. Research shows it takes an average of 66 days to form a new habit, not 21 as many people believe. So be patient with yourself. Real change takes time, and that is completely normal.
66 days! That means roughly 2 months of daily effort before a habit feels truly automatic. That's not forever, but it's longer than most people expect. Setting that expectation helps you push through the difficult middle weeks.
Because it's true! Small habits that are easy to do build momentum. Momentum creates consistency. Consistency creates results. It's a slow but unstoppable process, like a snowball rolling downhill. It starts tiny, but it grows with every rotation. Listeners, have you ever started a habit too big and watched it collapse? Tell us your story in the comments.
Mia, let's get practical. 2 strategies. What are the most effective techniques for actually building a new habit and keeping it going long term?
The first technique I love is called habit stacking. The idea is beautifully simple. You attach a new habit to an existing one. You use the existing habit as the cue for the new one.
Can you give me some examples? I want to really understand how this works in practice.
Of course, the formula is after I do this, I will do that. For example, after I make my morning coffee, I will read for 10 minutes. Or, after I sit down at my desk, I will write my 3 most important tasks for the day. Or, after I brush my teeth at night, I will do 5 minutes of stretching.
So I'm using something I already do automatically, like making coffee, as a trigger for something new. I'm borrowing the momentum of an old habit to launch a new one.
Perfectly put. And the reason habit stacking is so powerful is that you don't need to create a new cue. You already have a reliable one. You've been making coffee every morning for years. That routine is deeply automated. Now you just attach reading to it.
That's brilliant. And what's the second strategy?
Environment design. Something we've touched on in several episodes. The idea is simple but profound. Make good habits easy and bad habits hard by changing your physical environment.
So it's not about willpower, it's about setting up your surroundings to work for you.
Exactly. Want to read more? Put a book on your pillow each morning so it's the first thing you see at night. Want to eat healthier? Put fruit on the counter and hide the biscuits at the back of a high shelf. Want to exercise more? Sleep in your workout clothes. Every barrier you remove makes the habit easier to do.
Sleep in your workout clothes. I love that. It's almost cheating, but it works because you remove the friction of getting changed in the morning.
That's the whole game. Reduce friction for good habits, increase friction for bad ones. Your environment should be your ally, not your enemy. Design your space, design your days, and your habits will follow naturally. Listeners, how will you redesign your environment to support the habit you want to build?
Word of the day time. Our final 3 words of the entire Daily Habits series. I want these to be really special. Mia, the stage is yours.
Word number 1, trigger. 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 A trigger is something that causes a reaction or starts a process. In habits, it's the cue that starts the behavior. For example, for many people, feeling stressed is a trigger for unhealthy eating or excessive phone use.
Trigger. Understanding your triggers is so powerful. Once you know what starts a bad habit, you can interrupt it or replace it with a better response. Awareness is everything.
Word number 2, momentum. 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 Momentum is the force that keeps something moving and makes it easier to continue once it has started. For example, once you build momentum with a habit, it becomes easier to maintain than it was to start.
Momentum. Small habits done consistently build momentum, and momentum makes everything feel easier over time. like a snowball or a wheel that just needs a push to keep spinning.
Word number 3, consistency. 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 Consistency means doing something regularly over time without giving up, even when motivation is low. For example, the difference between people who achieve their goals and those who don't is almost always consistency, not talent or intelligence.
Consistency, the most important word of the whole series. Not perfection, not intensity, just showing up day after day, even when it's hard. Trigger, momentum, consistency. 3 words that explain how lasting change really works. All right, friends, this is it, the final episode of the Daily Habits series. 3 big ideas from today. Number 1, understand the habit loop. Cue, routine, reward. Design your own loops intentionally and build habits that become part of your identity.
Number 2, expect imperfection and plan for it. Never miss twice. Start embarrassingly small. Build momentum slowly and trust the process, even when progress feels invisible.
And number 3, use habit stacking and environment design. Attach new habits to existing ones. Redesign your environment to make good habits easy and bad habits harder. Let your surroundings do the heavy lifting.
Thank you so much for joining us for all 10 episodes of the Daily Habits series. We hope this journey has given you both better English and better habits. Now, pick one habit, just one, and start today. Not tomorrow, today.
If you've enjoyed this series, please give us a like, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. Your support means everything to us and helps us reach more English learners around the world.
This is Mia and Leo signing off from the Daily Habits series. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep building those habits, one small step at a time. We'll see you in the next series.